4 habits that make you miserable. There is something in life that makes you miserable when it is wasted. It's your money, your time, and your minds. The worst of these is wasting your minds. If you do this, you will spend a stressful life. Waste of your minds makes you miserable. This time, I will explain the habit of wasting your minds. You may continue the habit of wasting your minds unnoticed. I will introduce 4 habits that waste your mind. See if you have those habits. You should quit those habits early. The first bad habit is to compare yourself with others. For example, it is that you think in the following manner. I earn less than my friends. My friend went on a trip abroad but I can't. Feeling happy compared to other people is called objective well-being. People who have this habit have the following characteristics. They tend to feel inferior. They tend to feel impatient. They are easy to get jealous. They curse their bad luck. They will have a dissatisfied life. On the contrary, some people have their own standards and do not compare with others. For example, they think as follows. Family and friends are the most important things for us. My greatest happiness is to go to the sea with them and listen to their favorite music. Such an idea is called subjective well-being. People who have a sense of subjective well-being have the following characteristics. They think about what to do to achieve their happiness. They spend their money and time for that. They are always lively. They rarely feel inferior. Life changes greatly depending on whether or not you have a habit of comparing with others. If you have this, you should stop it immediately. The second bad habit is to criticize your failure. Have you ever been criticized for something that went wrong? And have you ever criticized yourself? It's a habit of wasting your mind. If you criticize yourself, you will become timid and lose confidence. This is being studied at the University of British Columbia. For 5 months, the researchers divided the people who were confident and those who weren't into groups and observed them. As a result, it was found that unconfident people tend to criticize themselves well. A person who makes many mistakes loses credibility. However, self-criticism cannot solve the problem. So what should you do? The answer is improvement. When you make a mistake, the next thing to do is improve, not self-criticism. People fail, and improve, and act. This is a cycle for people to grow. Those who fail and self-criticize become timid and lose confidence. However, those who fail and improve will grow and become more confident. Depending on which one you choose, your destination will be different. The key to improvement is to take concrete measures. For example, if you oversleep, you can take specific measures such as increasing the number of alarm clocks or shortening your sleep time by 1 hour. If you don't change your behavior, the result will not change. If you make a mistake, stop self-criticism and make concrete improvements. The third bad habit is to watch bad news. Every time you watch bad news, you get negative. Your mind is influenced by the accumulated information. To illustrate this, we will introduce the case of Facebook. Facebook users into 2 groups, gave different information to each. They gave positive news to one group and negative news to the other. They continued this for a week. As a result, the group given positive information had more positive posts. The group given negative information had more negative posts. This is a good example of how your personality changes depending on the information you receive. Try not to watch bad news as much as possible. If you find bad news on your TV, change channels. The fourth bad habit is not to forgive someone. If you hate someone, you will hurt yourself. Your intense anger strains your heart, damages your stomach, and reduces quarantine. Your anger returned to you, only you will suffer. But it's hard to forgive someone. What should you do? I will show you 2 ways to forgive people. The first method is loss cut. It's a well-known word in the investment world. Loss cut is to sell the lost stock. Loss cuts make investors feel very mortifying. However, loss cutting makes investors feel refreshed. Loss cuts can prevent big losses and calm the investor's mind. Forgiving someone is the same. When you forgive someone, you may feel ripped off. But it quickly refreshes you. Do not attempt to regain the loss. Give up and accept the loss. The second method is grateful. Do you hate your friends? If you have a grudge against a friend, remember the good points of that friend. Has the friend ever been kind to you? Did you enjoy playing with your friends? Remember them many times. That will reduce your resentment. This method is also used in psychiatry. If you have someone you can't forgive, please give it a try. I will summarize the contents of this time. The following 4 habits make you miserable. 1. Compare with people. 2. Self-criticize. 3. Watch bad news. 4. Not forgive the people. All of these are actions that tend to be done unconsciously. If you do anything, quit immediately. If you quit, your life will improve. I hope this video will help you in your life. Thank you for listening to the end.